is by you. Who's hot? Who's hot? Who wants to share something that is happening in their business, something they're excited about? Maybe shout out somebody that had a win this last week. And of course, if you have any little tip as to how you accomplished it that you want to share, that's always welcomed as well. So, on your mark, get set, go. Who's hot?
I'll
Me.
go.
Take it away, Kimberly. Go, girl.
I'm walking, but you can kind of see me.
I
This
see.
weekend was a total shift for me. And I have got appointments lined up. I am taking this on. Mindy said, "You're good to go, girl. Just take it on." She's been doing the LinkedIn meetings with me, but now I'm doing them on my own. And I got
I love
two
it.
already scheduled. So, whoop, whoop.
That is amazing. Congratulations. Congratulations. Okay. Kimberly, we love you. Who else is hot?
I'll do it.
Okay, take it away, Ray.
I've been with the company for about 2 months, and I've been trying my hardest to get clients, but so far it's only been my mom and my dad, but so far I have lost about 5.4 pounds on my own within the last 2 months.
Oh my gosh, I am so excited for you, Ray. That is amazing. Make sure you're sharing that all over. That'll get you some more clients, girl. Oh my gosh, congratulations. Okay, who else is hot? Quick one.
I'm hot, Jen.
You take it away, Angie, girl.
Hello. Okay, so I have to say, I've learned like you want to be a diamond, do the things diamonds do, right?
That's right.
And I've led my own opportunity on my own Zoom. I'm doing it tonight on Legacy Makers. When Tina said who wants to do it, I'm like, okay, I'll do it.
That's right.
So that I just got to say that's a huge thing for me because like it's right here, you know. So that's what I had to say. That's a big win for me.
Oh, that's a huge win. I am so proud of you taking your business in your own hands, girl. And you are so capable and equipped. You're absolutely infectious. We all know this about you. I can't wait. I'm super excited. Send me the link. I might just listen in just because I want to hear you. That's exciting.
Thank you.
Okay.
Morning.
All right. Who else is hot?
I feel
I
hot.
am.
Deidre. Oh,
That's right.
go ahead.
Deidre,
Go ahead,
I'm telling you,
Gina.
she's not letting anybody take her over. Go, Deidre.
Okay. Well, I'm always very careful with my religious community not to mix business and religion in our activities. So I was talking to one of the members and I said, there's something that everybody needs. I want to share, but I don't want to, in conflict. And I was telling the person a little bit about it. They said, well, as long as you don't bug anybody and you make sure it's outside of our religious activities, it's not a problem. And then he said, there's something for sugar. I want that. So I was just telling him a little bit. I didn't even try to push. And so that very day, they became a customer.
Woo! Okay, that's super excited. Way to go, girl. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, who else is hot?
I am.
Okay, take it away,
Okay.
the girl.
I'll keep it super quick. I started presenting for myself on LinkedIn. Changed up my messaging a little bit, and I think I had 3 appointments yesterday, and I got like 4 more this week. And I
Ooh.
have my first person in India who is very interested, but I got to get her on a call with someone who knows about India.
Oh my goodness, that is exciting. I love it. I'm super excited for you and we can talk. Jeff knows all about India, by the way. He is completely versed on India. So anyway, okay, love it. All right, who else? Anybody else hot? Anybody want to share? Anyone?
I'm going to go. I was waiting for Mercedes to
Annie,
jump in, but
Annie.
Mercedes, were you going to say something?
I mean, you
So,
can say something if you want.
so I don't want to steal Mercedes' thunder, but today's Wednesday, right? So
Yeah.
I guess between Monday and Tuesday, Mercedes has kind of full on gotten into posting stories, telling her story, creating her image online. And I read some of the posts that she put out, And by the end of the post, I was emotional. That's how compelling the message was. And I think, and Mercedes, correct me if I'm wrong, so far you've had about 250 likes, maybe 60 or so comments.
It's 359 likes
Okay.
and over 100 comments. So I have been, because they're comments, I want to respond to everyone. I can tell you I spent hours doing that.
Yeah.
But I'm making new friends, new relationships in this group. It's actually a group of women of 60 and over.
Ooh.
And a lot of these women are at a loss. They feel like, there's no hope. And I've read a lot of them. Actually, some of those comments made me cry. And I've responded to them and using my life as an example, and that there is financial freedom. There is still love and hope and what have you out there. So it's been a great group to be in. So I'm in that group. I'm also in another group for single mothers. I spent over 20 years of my life being a single parent. So I could relate to a lot of them. A lot of them are home or they're struggling. So I think these opportunities for financial freedom, I'm slowly talking about it, just getting their curiosity up, and people are responding.
Making the connection.
Yeah, that's so good. Oh, that's so good, Mercedes. I love it. I love it. And really, like, we are going to talk a little bit of what we talk about today. We are going to include how important emotion is, even in casting your vision to people.
Mhm.
Network marketing is more of an emotional decision than anything else. It's kind of a crazy deal. And so if you can tap into that emotion, you're going to get further. And so, you know what? I feel like this is a perfect parlay into let's get started on the training part. Okay. And Jen Lori, can you keep letting people in from the waiting room? Is that okay? Oh, yay. Okay. Thank you for doing that. Okay. We are going to go ahead and we are going to dive right in. So today we're going to dive into why casting vision is non-negotiable as a leader in business, not just for the people that you're already leading, but for those that you're still bringing in. And I want you to hear this loud and clear, okay? If this is being framed as all about ranks, cash, bonuses, and that's all you're saying, you're missing people. I promise you, you're missing people. I want you to remember that we aren't just here to hit a rank, cash a bonus, stack another promo. We're here to build something that is changing families for generations. We're creating a business model that truly allows men, women, and families. I mean, of course, this is my opinion and vision, but to break free from financial stress, show up to the moments that matter the most, model leadership and boldness for our kids, give generously without hesitation, like literally be people of spillover everywhere we are, and link arms with purpose-driven people creating unstoppable momentum. What I see us being the #1 company in the industry, a safe haven in the industry, not just in size or sales, but in impact, culture, legacy, where we truly are that company in the industry where people know they can plant their flag, they can build something that will last not just for the next 10 years, but for generations. I see leaders rising who once doubted themselves, mom and dads who used to pray for more time that are now having it, lives changed not just by products, but by purpose. And this not just being a business, but a movement. And you're not just in it, you're called to lead in it. Okay, this is what I see Turnout being. Truly, I believe right now there are more leaders in the network marketing space that are looking for a home that is safe, that is going to be here forever, or at least for generations to come, where they can truly build something that is stable, that is absolutely stable. I love, and I'm just letting you know, I love that, my son has a position, my daughter has a position, and I know that if I go build with them right now, it's going to be something that will pay them through them growing their children up. And that's a big, bold statement. Okay. So we're going to talk all about creating vision. And we're going to take our cue today from one of my favorite vision stories ever. Okay. And just know, if you don't believe in the Bible, it's okay. It's okay. I still love you. But it is one of the greatest leadership books in the entire world. And it has sold more copies than any book in the world. Okay. So we're going to talk about a biblical leader by the name of Nehemiah. And if you don't know the story of Nehemiah, you need to go read it. It is amazing. He rebuilt the broken walls of Jerusalem in 52 days. Okay. And if you don't know how, like I said, go read it. But I can tell you right now, it wasn't by micromanaging. It wasn't by begging people to work. He was casting a vision so clear that ordinary people from every walk of life became extraordinary builders. Okay. His vision was so much bigger than the wall. Nehemiah wasn't even a builder himself. And some of you might be in Trinant and you're like, I mean, me a leader? That's funny. Or you might even think, you know, when I got started, I'd been a stay-at-home mom for 15 years. I didn't know if I'd be good at building business. But I want you to know Nehemiah wasn't a builder. He was a cupbearer to the king. He was actually a servant. However, he did live in the palace. But when he heard that the walls of Jerusalem were broken down and the gates were burned, he had a burden in his heart and he wept and he prayed and then he moved. Okay. So with favor from the king and seriously a burn in his spirit, and I'm going to tell you right now, if you don't have a burn in your spirit to build, you're going to have a really hard time casting a vision. So some of you might need to go find your bird or revisit what your bird is. But Nehemiah, sorry about the stuffed up nose, guys, he traveled over 800 miles. This is how hungry he was. My question, how hungry are you? Are you hungry? Because that hunger is going to lead to your burn. Nehemiah traveled 800 miles to Jerusalem with a bold vision. It was to rebuild what had been in ruins for nearly 140 years. And I can't tell you how many I've talked to you, how many of you I've talked to that have said, no, I am changing my family. I am changing the blueprint for my family. My family has struggled for years. I am going to be the one that flips the script. Well, I want you to know this wall was not a small project. You should write this down and then plaster it on your mirror somewhere, maybe for the days when you're like, I don't know if I can do this. This wall that Nehemiah was going to rebuild, it stretched over 2.5 miles. It stood up to 40 feet high. I want you to picture this, 2.5 miles long, 40 feet high, and it was up to 8 feet thick in some places. Okay, that wall was built in 52 days. We're talking 2.49 miles, 39 feet high, 8.2 feet thick, 34 watchtowers, and 8 gates. It surrounded the entire city. And despite the massive size, despite any opposition coming at him, the mockers, the threats, the fear, you guys, he had it all. He had all the same things we have. Oh, it's a scam. Well, you'll never do it. It's network marketing, whatever. Okay. That wall was rebuilt in just 52 days. 52 days. How do you do it? How do you do it? Well, Nehemiah didn't just cast vision. The first thing he did is he casted vision, but he unified people in the vision. He unified them. He got families, goldsmiths, priests, merchants. They all worked shoulder to shoulder, each one building the section that was right in front of them. And some of you, you're on here and you're like, oh, I don't know if I can build the blue diamond. Well, guess what? You're not going to build all the way to blue diamond. It's going to be about you creating a vision and uniting a team and unifying people to build their own section right in front of them. Okay. He turned this city of spectators into a force of builders. And I want you to write this down. If God calls you to lead, you must get buy-in. You must get buy-in, okay? Not only did Nehemiah get buy-in from the king, he got buy-in on all the details, okay? He got buy-in from the people. He got him excited to rebuild the wall. Can you even just hear him casting the vision, talking about the king's buy-in? It was about connection. And then he gave assignments. He trusted his people to do their part. See, I love that Angie is doing the presentation tonight on Legacy Makers, because that is Tina saying, hey, you know what? I'm going to give you an assignment and make you a bigger part of what we're doing. Okay. Nehemiah made his people part of the vision. Teamwork is what makes the dream work. It creates trust. If it's only you, write this down. If it's only you, it will always be only you. If it's only you, it's always going to be only you. Write this down. Converts are made in large settings. Write it down. This is a good one. But disciples are made in small groups. Okay. Find your inner circle. Find your inner circle and let them be a big part of the process of your building. Give them responsibilities. Trust them. Give them your vision. Create them to be part of your vision. See, Nehemiah saw what others had learned to live with. Some of the people around us, you guys, what have they learned to live with? I'm telling you, here in California, long commutes, working way too many hours, being stressed all the time, being tied to their phone, literally living a life far less than what they deserve. Okay. And Nehemiah decided with what he was looking at, it was unacceptable. It didn't have a title, but it had a burden, and the burden became a blueprint. He cast vision. He inspired action. He mobilized ordinary people to do something extraordinary. And I want you to remember that if a cupbearer can rebuild a broken city, what do you think God could do through you if you stop shrinking your vision to fit your current resources? Okay. Now, why does vision matter? The reason that vision matters, whether you're just keeping the team going that you have, or whether it's to bring people into the team, is because people don't follow products. They don't. They follow purpose. Even if you're talking about the products, what's the purpose behind the products? It's crazy because there's a gentleman, some of you know him, some of you are on his team, Byron Nelson. He joined our team, I don't know, like a month ago, just about 4 weeks ago. And he was like so passionate about people getting healthy, like literally getting off the pharmaceuticals. And I mean, he was just blasting this vision about, getting people free from all the illnesses that they had. And you know that I was like, oh my gosh, I got to go back to some of my old slides. I had slide sets that I used to do, Building to Blue Diamond. Check this out. Okay. Sometimes we just get away from what works, but where they laid out where diabetes and heart disease and cancer are, how much they've grown in the last decade, how much mental illness has grown in the last decade, where autism is, like how many children have autism today, what the stats are on gut health, that we are the sickest generation to walk planet Earth, and this generation of children is not even expected to outlive their parents. And I started looking at those slides. You guys, I used to open every presentation with that. You know what? I went back to it. You know why I went back to it? Because people don't follow products. They follow a purpose. There has to be a mission behind it. And I couldn't even believe how my closing rate all of a sudden started changing for the better. Okay. Just remember, people don't follow products. They follow purpose. People don't commit to chaos. They commit to clarity. And as a leader, your job isn't to hype. It's actually to help people see what's possible. Okay. Now, where there is no vision, the people perish. We all know that Proverbs. It's Proverbs 29:18. Just like Nehemiah, it's our job to help our team see what can be, even when they're standing in the rubble of disappointment or doubt. What is it that we're creating? What's going to be at the end of the road? What does the freedom look like? What does it feel like to be able to spend time with the people that matter most? What does it feel like to that mom who's been working for however long to be able to drive her kids to school and pick them up at the end of their first day of school? My grandbaby's first day of school is today. Oh my gosh, I'm going to get teary. This is so dumb. You guys, I'm sorry, but my horse died yesterday, so I might be a little bit more emotional than usual. But do you know how grateful I am that I don't have a schedule that I have to keep necessarily? Like, I just make it what I want it to be. Like, I'm gonna go pick those grandbabies up today, you guys, and I cannot wait. Like, I'm so excited to hear about their first day. I don't want to hear it after they've told 3 people and they're not interested in talking about it anymore. No, I want to go pick them up from their room, their classroom, and hold their hand and walk them across the grass and hear it right now. That's what I want. Okay. You guys talk about the freedom. I know Mindy and Jeremy, I called them this morning because I was having a hard time logging into our shared Zoom account. And Mindy's like, you know what? I'm just getting ready to hop on an airplane. They're flying to Cabo today. I'm like, you're flying to Cabo today? I didn't even know they were flying to Cabo today. You know what? It's awesome. We can work from Cabo. We can work from our desk. You guys, that kind of freedom, that kind of freedom. Okay. We've got to keep that out in front. Talk about living life on your terms. What does it look like? What does it feel like? Talk about the emotional parts. Okay. Part 2, let's talk about Nehemiah's blueprint. There has to be a blueprint. What did he do? And just so you know, like, make this whatever applies to you. You don't necessarily have to believe the way that I do. I want you to know I love you wherever you are. It's just, it's my training and this is me. So when you train, you say it how you want. Okay. But number 1, Nehemiah got alone with God first. And I'm just saying, if you haven't done that, and that's a practice that you do, I would do it. I would drop to my knees and I would invite God to be a part of your business. And I would ask for his favor on your business. Okay. The other thing he did, well, so number 1, he got alone with God first. Number 2, he asked for favor. He didn't just ask for favor with God. He asked for favor with the king and asked for resources. If you're building this and you have a significant other or you have a family, man, sit him down, talk to him, let him know, hey, here's what I'm doing. Mom and dad, this is what we did with our kids. Truly, we sat him down. We're like, listen, we're going to go get ourselves out of the craziness we're in. Our kids knew. Darren commuted 4 hours each direction or both directions, total, round trip. There we go. 4 hours round trip every single day to the Bay Area and back. He was late for their football practices. He was late for dance reset. He was late for everything. You guys, he never showed up on time. And we just told the kids, listen, mom and dad are going to have to work a little bit harder for a while so we can fix it and have dad around more. And we just asked for their blessing. We talked to my parents. We talked to my brother and sister. We're not going to do as much boating this summer as we usually do. We got to go fix our life. We got to build something that can change our reality and fund our dreams, quite frankly. Okay. We did it and they all agreed. So guess what? You know what? People are willing to put up with a lot if they actually know what to expect. Set expectations of the people around you so they understand your mission and so they can cheer you on. I told my mom and dad, you're probably going to be sad. I'm not going to be around as much. But what I really need from you is I need a cheerleader, because this is going to be maybe one of the hardest things I've ever done, putting this on top of everything else I've done. But at the end, I'm going to get Darren home and we're going to live the life we actually deserve to do. And we did, you guys. We did it in 8 months and we've been doing it for 19 years. I can't even believe that the Lord has blessed us to live life on our terms for the last 19 years. It's amazing. Okay. So number 3, he surveyed the damage. He didn't panic, but he planned. He's like, okay, what am I actually working to change? And what is it going to take to do it? Okay. Number 4, he cast the vision to his people. Hey, we're in trouble. Come, let us rebuild the wall of Jerusalem and we'll not be in disgrace anymore. So he cast the vision to the people. What is your vision that you're casting? I'm telling you, when Darren and I were building in the beginning of network marketing, we're like, listen, most of us here, because we were building in California, it was person to person. We're like, most of us are commuting. This is not okay. We're missing the most important parts of our life. We're going to get people back on this side of the mountain. We're going to live the life we deserve. We're going to be present with our kids, and we're going to spend the time that we deserve to spend with the people that matter most to us. That was our vision. Then when we started Trinot, our vision changed. It was, we're going to raise up 100 leaders that love God and will do amazing things that will spill over on everyone around him. That was our vision then. Listen, Jordan came into our team a couple of months ago and he's like, no, Jen, let's do this. Let's go build a safe haven company. What we're going to do is we're creating a safe haven in the network marketing industry where people can come and build a legacy business, something that they know will last for generations to come. That's the vision. What's your vision? You can't cast it if you don't know what it is. My vision doesn't have to be your vision. Number 5, he said what God had put in his heart. And the people replied, let's rise up and build. Okay. So he said what was in his heart. And he said, I want you to be a part of it. Listen, he didn't tell people what to do. He really didn't. He showed them why it mattered to do it. I want you to know your business isn't about convincing people to sell a product. It's about inviting them to build something bigger than themselves. Now, number 3, you've got to cast the vision to your team. If you lead people already, if you already have a team, this one's for you, okay? Don't just tell them what to do. Tell them why it matters. Tell them why it matters. Listen, this is why it's important for you to be the presenter, Angie. This is why, because as soon as you present, you don't have to wait for me to present anymore. If you have somebody on your team that has somebody excited and I don't have an opening in my calendar for 3 days, guess what? You can go present right now and your growth isn't dependent on me. Okay. Not only that, when you're the presenter, Angie, guess what? Everybody on the line, they're looking to you as the expert. They're trusting you. And when you come across as that expert, you're going to be able to carry a little bit more authority in coaching them. They're going to trust you a little bit more. So listen, tell them why it matters for them to present or to do whatever it is that you're working with them to do. Anchor their daily grind to a bigger God dream. So if I was coaching Angie to present, I'd be like, Angie, this is so big. Like, you know what you're building for. And the longer you wait to present, the longer it's going to take to get you to that dream. I always say the longer it takes to get you to your dream, the shorter time you have to enjoy during your lifetime. Okay. Remind your team, we're not here to chase bonuses. We're here to build freedom, impact, and legacy, period. Make sure you ask them, hey, who do you actually want to become? Like, do you want to be a leader? Like, what's in here? Like, what do you actually want to become? What kind of leader do you feel like you're growing into? How are you showing up in your business? Here's what we know. We know vision breeds belief right back into people. Okay. Now, let's talk about casting vision to the new people. When you're recruiting, you want to lead with movement, not the mechanics. I love opening a meeting and saying, listen, you weren't invited to a meeting today. You were invited to a movement. This is an actual movement. Paint a picture of what's possible with this vehicle. Say, here's what we're building. Here's the lives we're impacting. Here's how you can be a part of it. All those things. Show them how. Okay. Listen, you're not selling a product. I'm not selling a product. What we're doing is opening a door to freedom, purpose, and partnership. Freedom, purpose, and partnership. People don't join a business, they join a vision. I promise you, they join a vision. Now, practical action steps. Here's how to move. If you feel like you're in a place of blur and you're ready to move to a place of blueprint, here's how you're going to move from blur to blueprint. Okay. Number 1, and I challenge all of you to do this today. Number 1, rewrite your vision. I would, before you go to bed tonight, make it a point to write it. What is your vision? What's your vision for your team? My vision doesn't have to be your vision. What's your vision? Make it clear, make it specific, and I would make it emotional, because when you weave emotion into it, people are going to buy it. Okay. I'm not saying you have to be crying. That's not my point, but I'm saying put some emotion into it, put some feeling into it. They've got to know that it's real, that it matters to you. Okay. I'm going to just tell you, when I first got started in network marketing, there was a leader. His name was Spencer, and he came in to do this big meeting for us. Okay. He came in to do this huge meeting, and, we put about 250 people in a room. I want to say it was maybe like our 8th week in network marketing or something, but he promoted to us, if we could get 30 people registered for a national training event, then he would come in and he would present for us. Well, the way that Mindy and Jeremy had promoted Spencer was like, dude, all you have to do is get your people in front of Spencer and they're going to sign up. So we're like, okay, well, first of all, we've got to get 30 people registered for the nationals so that we can get him here so that everybody signs up, right? I will never forget him getting in front of the room, you guys. His vision was insane. Okay. I don't even remember exactly what it was, but what I remember is there was nobody, not one person in my life that had so much passion about what they were doing, was loving what they were doing, was so happy about what they were doing, and literally was on mission. I mean, he was infectious, you guys. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, I'd follow you to the moon. Yeah, let's go. Okay. And he is truly the one that got my full buy-in. I mean, my full buy-in, but it was his passion. It was his mission that he threw out there to like get people financially free. Like, I was like, yeah, let's go. So rewrite the vision, make sure it's clear, specific, and emotional. Number 2, share it boldly with your team frequently. Share it frequently. Even though you think you're saying it all the time, it's got to drill in here. I would say it at the close of every single presentation. Number 3, speak your vision over prospects with confidence, with heart. Tell them what you're excited about. What are we creating? And then number 4, I would actually pray over my business. I would. Darren and I pray over our business every single day. And it started the day we started. We literally kneeled down, and we were not kneeling prayers, just so you know. We also weren't out loud verbal prayers with each other so much at that time. This was in 2006. We do it now, but we didn't used to do it then. But we literally kneeled down and just held hands, and we just prayed, and we asked God, we're like, you know what? Let this be your business. And we just pray that it brings glory and honor to you. And we just pray that you would bless it and grow it, you know, help us to reach the right people, help us be a blessing to people. Like, let us touch people with your love, and let us always make a positive impact on people. And we will always give you the glory, honor, and praise for it. Okay. I would ask God for a Nehemiah level clarity and favor. Ask, you know, you have not because you ask not. Okay. And the last thing I would say is, you can write this down. Vision is not a luxury. It's a lifeline. Vision's a lifeline. It truly is what turns ordinary people into legacy builders. I promise you, there is not one person, not one, in network marketing that has reached a top position, I would say even a diamond position, without having a massive vision that they were throwing out all the time. Okay. So if you're building something that matters, also know the enemy is always going to try to discourage, distract, divide you. Just like Nehemiah, you're going to face the opposition. But what Nehemiah did is he kept building. He kept casting vision. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to keep building. We're going to keep casting vision. We're going to keep inviting others to grab a hammer and join the work, because that's the blueprint. You give the vision, people rise up and they build. So my challenge to you is, let's go from blur to blueprint. Let's build freedom, impact, and legacy. You guys, I love getting out my whiteboard. I literally love getting it out, because I so want people to know they can build legacy here. I do want them to know, yes, this is a safe haven company. I want them to truly understand they're not going to get cut off in this comp plan. There's no breakaway. There's no takeaway. You can build multiple positions here. I'm going to do this real fast in case you guys haven't seen it before, okay? But I love showing Sonara Brown's example. You guys, I draw it all the time for people, and there are many of you on here that I recruited drawing this out. I will pull up the comp plan, literally show people, listen, $1 million in billing, $1 million pays $115,000 a month. But I am going to show you how you can build $111,000 a month with only $400,000 in volume. Would you be interested in that? And I'm going to tell you right now, especially people who've been in network marketing, they're like, yeah, please. And then I go on to say, Sonara got started. She got started. She sponsored her hubby, who wasn't going to build the business, kid 1, who wasn't going to build the business, and kid 2, who wasn't going to build the business, adults. Okay. Our diamond position in Trinont, diamond, is 100,000 in volume, and it pays 17,000 a month. Okay. What Sonara did is she recruited 3 people that she placed under her husband. Just know we only build 3 teams in Trinont. She put 3 of her recruits under kid 1 and 3 under kid 2. In the beginning, just 1. And then as she had more recruits, 3. Okay. She drove all of these businesses, even though it was just her doing it, and got all of them. She got 1 to 17,000 a month, another to 17,000 a month. So got them to diamond, 100,000 in volume. And then this one, she got to Ruby Pro or Emerald Pro, I believe. How come I can't remember what Emerald Pro pays right now? I think it's 11,000. Okay. And then her daughter here, another kid, she got to Sapphire Pro. So that was like 7 grand a month. So let's go plus 7 grand. So it's still like 18,000 a month. Okay. I think how it worked is to 17,000. So I obviously have those figures wrong, but neither here nor there. Okay, here we go. So the point is these 100,000 points of volume, all this volume is rising to Sonara, okay? She's bringing in 17,000 times 3 in her household, which is 51,000 in income. She's bringing in 51,000 a month with these positions she has right here, okay? All of them are driving a Jeep. Is that crazy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She has 5 Jeep drivers. Trinont is paying their family $2,500 a month to drive 5 Jeeps. That's so cool in itself. But 51,000, all of that is pushing volume up toward her 400,000, making her a red diamond. And red diamond pays 60,000 a month. So Sonara is making 60,000 a month. Her team is making 51, or her family is making 51,000 a month. It's 111,000 a month with only 400,000 in volume. That's a legacy business, my friends. That is a legacy business. Like, that's incredible. That's amazing. The other things that's incredible about our comp plan, if you're ever talking to network marketers, you guys, these are things you want to say because it's important for legacy. They can build 3 teams, okay? Let's say they're a blue diamond. I'll say they're even a diamond. What the heck? Let's just say they're a diamond, making 17,000 a month. Okay. And in this line of business, somebody pops to diamond. They're like, ooh, this is a good one. I'm going to go help this person hit diamond. Guess what? That person's making 17 grand a month. It doesn't take any of the pay away from you having somebody else get to diamond. Let's say you go down and you help another person hit diamond. Guess what? They're still making 17 grand. They are, and so are you. It doesn't take anything away from you. So you can truly create a legacy business. You never have to worry that people advancing is going to hurt you. It only helps you. There really are comp plans out there, you guys. Most of them that say, hey, when somebody reaches your rank, you make less percentage on everything from here down because the company is paying that out. It's extraordinary that we have a limitless comp plan when it comes to promotions. We have a limitless volume. Our volume is endless. Like, your volume could be down on, level 100. It still counts the same as if it's on level 1. There's just so many things to this. So when you're having legacy conversations, and I know this would be a little deeper, a little farther into a conversation with somebody, but I mean, these are things that I'm talking about. And I just think about the latest teams that I've been building. I mean, we are talking about legacy. We are talking about a safe haven company. We are talking about building generational wealth. We are talking about being people of spillover in our churches, in our schools, in our communities, in our families. Okay. So here's my question. Who do you want to become? Who do you want to become? What kind of a leader are you growing into? How will your faith show up in your business? Will you be able to see something way bigger than what makes sense in the noggin? Can you see it? Because whatever the mind can see, you can create, but you've got to be able to see it. You've got to be able to see it. Is faith going to show up for you? Are you going to believe something bigger than what makes common sense? I promise you, to Nehemiah, none of that made common sense. Okay. The best stories of the greatest miracles in history are reserved for those who prevail against all odds. Those of us who climb mountains and scale rugged peaks. Will you live a great story? One that's worth telling, one that your kids and grandkids tell? Oh my gosh, you wouldn't believe everything changed for us when my dad. Everything changed for me in 2025. I'll never forget when my mom, after that, life was never the same. Okay, you will only do so if you live a life that's proactive rather than waiting for everything to come to you and truly casting that vision. When your vision is powerful enough, everything falls into place. passion, purpose, habits, and people. I always say when your intention is clear, the mechanics literally work themselves out. When your vision, even just to recruit, is so clear, you guys, it doesn't matter what the words are you say. I remember showing up at my brother's house, literally, when I started network marketing, you guys, it was like 11:30 at night. I showed up in my robe, my pajamas on his front door, and I was signing him up. My vision was so clear. I am not leaving until he is signed up. I didn't know how to present. All I knew is Darren and I were going to go create the biggest thing we'd ever created. We were going to create residual income. We were going to create freedom for our families, and he was going to be a part of it. And I'm telling you, he's way more successful than I am. He is a dentist. At that time, I was a stay-at-home mom. Let me tell you, he signed on the spot. Why? Because of my vision. Okay? My conviction. When your intention is clear, the mechanics work themselves out. Now, did I sign up everybody that I contacted? No, not everyone, obviously. Okay. But I'm telling you that clear intention really did help. So that said, you guys, I pray that all of you will move forward today, writing your vision down. Does anybody have any shares? Anybody want to share anything real quick before we hang up on this line? Anyone?
I just want to say that Rocio did the most awesome presentation in Spanish yesterday.
Oh my gosh, Rocio, I am so excited about what you did. Does everybody know Rocio is doing a Spanish presentation every Tuesday night? Super, super excited about that, Rocio. That is being a visionary. Let me just tell you, it truly is.
I'm very grateful, and I want to give a shout out to Trini because she volunteered to do the actual test, the thing we do with the pudding.
Oh, yes, the pudding test.
The pudding test, she did it live, and it was wonderful.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So excited.
And thank you to all the leaders that participated on the call. That makes it even better.
It makes it so much better when people are participating, for sure. I have the flyer for that in Power Players, you guys. If you want to go grab it, Mindy will be putting it up every week in Power Players, so it will happen every Tuesday night. We'll have it up there with all of our regular flyers. Yes, Stephanie.
Okay, quick question. So does this mean that we can also invite ones like I have some sitting and I've been sitting in Mexico that I've been talking to for over a year now, waiting for Mexico to open up. Can we invite them to that? Are we getting ready to open up Mexico or?
We're getting ready to open Mexico, but we have to have about 100,000 a month in volume happening in the US Latino market. So we really want to amp up our US Latino market right now.
Okay, I'll try to find people in the US then. Maybe they're coming.
That's what I was gonna say, Steph. Talk to your people in Mexico. Ask them if they have contacts in the US, and then tell them we're gonna be opening Mexico. We're super excited about it. Who do you know now in the US?
Okay, yeah, because they've been waiting. They're super stoked to start. So maybe that's what I'll do. Thank you.
Perfect. You're welcome. You're so welcome.
Can I add something to that?
Yes.
One thing I want to tell everybody that is exciting to think about opening countries. The reality, we have over 30% of Hispanics in the US. And where are they? They're not here. They have dollars to pay for the products. They can help their families once we open Mexico. We really need to be very determined to find the people here first. And then we can go all over because Hispanics are everywhere. Then let's do it first here and then we go there.
I love it. I love that, Rocio. That's amazing. Okay, Tiffany, I see your hand up. What you got, cute girl?
Good morning, and
Good
Rocio,
morning.
I have to say, I absolutely love you, and I'm going to piggyback off what you said, because it's going to lead into what I have to say. And Rocio is so right, because I came on here because I quick wanted to shout out Rob, and his husband, Omi, is actually, his family is from a small town in Mexico. Omi is I'm not sure of the exact, I don't want to say it wrong because there's so many different little, we'll just leave it at that. But the thing is reach the people that are here, because people are from all over. We are an amazing country that has so many people that have come in here and built a life, that has family that are all over, that we can help. So start here. And it's one of the things that I have a couple of Canadian girls that I'm working with, and we all know that there's some like little things going on right now with different sites with Canada. And I tell them, I'm like, just reach out and start building in the US. It's perfect. Find your people in the US and just start going. And, but anyway, that's totally like, I popped a fly ball out in left field from what I was going to say. But the reason I came on here is because was Rob. And I want to give him a huge shout out because Rob is going to Mexico. He earned the trip. And I am so very proud of him and I love him. But how Rob earned the trip was because he helped 3 of his girls rank up. He worked with them and he worked them through the comp plan. Rob didn't do anything for himself to earn the trip. What Rob did was he plugged his girls into the system. He taught them how to work Trinant. He worked them through the bonuses. He got them paid. He showed them what this company has to offer, and he taught them all about the systems we have here and showed them what Trinant was all about. And by doing that, Trinant rewarded him with a free trip to Mexico. So that's how it all works. And it's just absolutely amazing because I had a text message Sunday in my inbox and he's like, I won't exactly use the words that were sent to me, but he's like, what is this? He's like, last I checked, I had like nothing. And he goes, what is this, right? I'm like, hang on, let me check. I'm like, yeah. I said, honey, you're going to Mexico. And I said, not only are you going to Mexico, but I said, you're all inclusive. Your flights are paid. And I said, you keep this up. I said, you are possibly going to be in the very top because we're 4 weeks in and he's already earned it. And he just earned it by helping others. So that's exactly how our company works. So I just want to give him a huge shout out and remind you guys the power of doing what we do here. And that's by just helping everybody else succeed in this business.
No, that's amazing. Tiffany, I so appreciate that. It's super crazy because when we started Wednesday Wake Up this morning, I was looking to see if Rob's name was on here. He was going to be the first one I gave a shout out to because his fire, his consistency. I've been working on recruiting a huge name with him. And I've been on the phone and on Zooms with him consistently every week trying to get this big name into Trinant. And I mean, his professionality and the way that he puts things in place and in order, I'm so impressed. So anyway, I know he's not here, but maybe somebody can tell him Jen shouted him out today. He's amazing. I mean, I would put him on to recruit anyone. He is that good. He's just so good.
He has a haircut or a cut and color this morning. I was just chatting.
Oh my gosh. He was literally like putting color on foils for somebody and talking and saying like the most powerful things while doing that, while we're on a Zoom. I'm like, Rob, you're incredible. I mean, literally amazing. Yeah, he's good. Okay. Does anybody else have anything you want to share? Any other shares?
Yeah. Jen, is Dr. Goodlow. Can I share?
Yes, Dr. Goodlow. And let me just say, for those of you who don't know, we now have an ear, nose, throat specialist doctor with us.
In integrative holistic medicine. I'm the prevention lifestyle nutritional doc now.
I love it.
But anyway, so the training was amazing. I'm so passionate about this business because it's an expansion of really my practice. So while I've been talking to I went to my medical school reunion. I've been telling all the other docs about what I'm doing and how much I love it. While I was gone, one of the docs I talked to signed up by himself and signed up another doc underneath him. So I got to tell you, my mission is converting conventional docs into integrative holistic docs who are into whole food and products and all this. And when you were presenting at the leadership, I could see a room of people that were all physicians learning how to better treat their patients naturally. Yeah. So I guess I'm on a mission to do that. I guess I'm building a whole big doctor leg and I'm going to be the leader of changing docs to a better way of practice. So I guess that's what it is.
Oh my gosh, I literally have goosebumps. I do. I have so many goosebumps right now. Oh my gosh, your vision is clear and set and beautiful. And
It is.
listen,
It
that
is.
fires me up. How many of you are fired up by what she just said? Give her a thumbs up.
And
It's
last thing everybody needs to know is,
Awesome.
we physicians are not taught nutrition, homeopathy, supplements, none of that in medical school. We're glorified pharmacists. And that's not the way you help people. It's not the way you help people. So we got to get a better way. It's a better path. So I'm very excited. I'm just crazy excited.
Oh my gosh, I'm crazy excited about you and for you, just so you know.
Okay, I got to go to work.
Go to work, go to work. And with that, you guys, we're going to go ahead and log off, but let's go make today count. Go all out, go all in, go to bed tonight knowing there was nothing more you could have done to create growth and impact. I love you all. God bless you. Have the best day ever. Thanks for joining us this morning. Bye-bye, everyone.